AutoShip customers. Number 3, we're giving you free shipping on all orders. Buttons are never out of stock when you sign up for AutoShip. Views. And then because people protested and a lot of stuff happened, when they put it back up, it had 47 million views. That's why every week we have in-studio people we're celebrating. They'll get more views than CNN gets in a week. But they get banned, they lose their jobs, they get persecuted. Stephen Gurn is a highly decorated veteran. I'm not going to go over his whole bio right now. I'm going to do what he's in studio next segment. I'm sorry, 48 million views on one video. He had a bunch of other videos with tens of millions of views, and they took him down. Now, after protest, they put him back up, but then he got blacklisted from doing his work or different agencies and groups. But he's back, and he's a fellow Texan, going to be here in studio with us coming up. This is powerful information, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason I bring it up is it dovetails into Roger Stone and how you have just been like, has happened to other folks that are too effective, like Milo. They're saying this may be, Politico says it may be a permanent ban from Twitter for daring to challenge the dinosaur media. Just amazing.
Yeah, it's really extraordinary. It's hard to say, Alex, because all I've ever heard from Twitter is that I would be suspended for 3 hours and 22 minutes. That was on Saturday. And after the clock ran down on that, what they said in their communication to me was a temporary suspension. I've heard nothing from them, and they don't respond to my inquiries. I don't even know specifically what tweet they objected to, although I think I'm being held to a completely different standard. It seems to me that Keith Olbermann and others have said things far worse, far less temperate than what I'm accused of saying. I really think that this was an attempt to silence me just before the Mueller takedown of Manafort. Fortunately, people who miss my feed on Twitter can follow at Stone Cold Truth. They do a pretty good job of covering my exploits. It's not like my feed, but they're very adept at keeping up with what we're doing here at InfoWars and elsewhere. And
I was about to say, as we all get silenced, it's important for all listeners and viewers to understand, magnify what Roger's doing. Magnify what I'm doing. Magnify what our next guest is doing. And when we see you getting censored, we magnify what you're doing. That's why we're winning, is because we're not like the left, only out for themselves. We understand and we stand for something, and we are winning, Roger. That's why the swamp has indicted Manafort.
That's absolutely right. The most important thing InfoWarriors can do is take the very best stories from InfoWars. For example, last week, we had an eyewitness who confirmed that Ted Cruz's father, Rafael Cruz, was indeed on the ground with Lee Harvey Oswald, and that the National Enquirer was right. That link should be retweeted by InfoWarriors everywhere.
Or this one that's on DrudgeReport.com by Dr. Corsi. FBI reliance on discredited Fusion GPS Russia dossier threatens Manafort prosecution. And in 1 minute we have left, we're not even putting a good face on this. This is doomed. This is a PR disaster. They already tried to steal the nomination and steal the seating of the president. This is more sour grapes, and it's not going well. Everybody I know sees through it.
Well, and now we have ties between CNN and a chief correspondent there and GPS Fusion. No, the web gets worse and worse, and we at InfoWars are going to keep covering this story as it unravels, keep bringing people...
And by the way, you've announced you are suing Twitter.
Say again?
I saw it in the news. Are you going to sue Twitter?
Well, I'm conferring with lawyers. I mean, yes, if we have a strong antitrust case or a strong First Amendment case, I'm hoping they will come to their senses and restore me. Again, I've never been informed that I'm permanently banned. I only hear that from reporters. They don't respond to me at all, other than they're claiming that my suspension was temporary. So we shall see.
Well, that's how they do it. When they finally ban you, they don't want you to know you're banned, so you get the attention. They just want to act like the censorship's not happening. Amazing. We'll talk soon. Infowars.com reporter Roger Stone with his ear to the ground and plugged into Pennsylvania Avenue, you name it. We'll be talking to you very soon. I know you're going to be on the War Room today, coming up 3 o'clock Central Time, as Paul Joseph Watson will be as well. Thank you, Roger Stone.
Look forward to it, Alex.
We got an amazing guest in studio.
Refresh your breath with Ippo to help tone gum and freshen your breath. His antiseptic mouthwash.
Talk show host Alex Jones.
But to get the employee...
That man's There's a guy on the radio. His name is Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
There's a lot of controversy around this network about Alex Jones, for example.
It's time to stop submitting to this tyranny. It's time to realize we're being enslaved.
I heard that on Alex Jones.
InfoWars went even further.
InfoWars, it's a radio show hosted by Alex Jones.
We are in an information war, and we are losing that war.
Nobody can dispute the fact
And you're a racist.
Infowars.com.
InfoWars comes to mind.
Infowars.
Right now, the war is the InfoWar. You watch InfoWars?
I got a chair going.
Looking at widely reported information from Infowars.
Infowars.com.
I want freedom. That's what I want, and that's what you should want.
Hello, this is Hank Hill, and I'm telling you what, you need to listen to Alex Jones.
if you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Now, out in the control room, Tim Kennedy got here earlier. He's one of the hosts and the main investigator on hunting Hitler. The new JFK documents came out and has photos of Hitler alive in 1955 in Argentina, right where Kennedy's been down there investigating. And Kennedy can't get into their third season. It's about to air, but they hit Tater. And this document coming out is even wilder. I think I'm living in the Twilight Zone. This is so crazy. So that's all coming up with Tim Kennedy in the next hour. Stephen Gurn, it would take an hour to go over his bio, but I tried to get him on 6-7 months ago when he first put a video out that got 48 million views in a day and a half. And they ended up blocking it for months, so it stopped going viral. Then all of a sudden, the agency that he worked with and the groups that were employing him would no longer do it. And it's the same thing as like Roger Stone. Twitter won't say he's banned for life. We're saying on the news he is. He just goes there and can't log in. So this is what a technocracy is like. Tens of millions of views with his other videos. And the reason I bring this up is that you can have myself or a Brandon Tatum black police officer in Arizona, or Tim Kennedy, or thousands of other people who put up videos that get 5, 6, 7 million views in a day. Boom, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube either bans them or blocks them until that viral curve stops. Paul Watson routinely would get videos with 30 million views in 2 days. They would just block it. But his were so hot, when they took the block off, it still go up, they just remove them. But don't even say why they're removed. So the reason we're raising this, folks, CNN doesn't have 20 million viewers in a day. Okay? We have more than 10 million a day, one way or another, and that's with all the censorship. They're all a joke. They're a fraud. Has had